Hi, and welcome to Deepwell Archival Services. In today's brief 5-minute video, we're going to talk about a good solid storage and archival foundation. Of course, in the context of vendor-neutral archive, where the more popular term of late seems to be PACS-neutral archive. But we're going to look at the very foundation of any imaging organization's technology workflow. We believe that foundation is a good storage and architecture infrastructure. So what we're going to look at first of all is what is workflow? Well, in the past we've defined that as people, processes, and technology involved in the treatment of patients using diagnostic imaging. So from a technology perspective, there's certainly a PACS involved, archive storage, 3D viewing technology, a number of different components. We're going to focus on, we think, the most essential component that should serve as the foundation of any imaging organization's technology workflow, which is its vendor-neutral archive, or the more popular term again lately being PACS-neutral archive. So well, first, let's look at what do you need to be vendor neutral? What do you have to do as a storage company to call yourself a vendor neutral archive? Well, what defines long-term storage of medical images? Okay, what is the universal standard? Okay, rhetorical questions. The DICOM standard. The DICOM standard has contingencies for just about every type of data or data format or anything you can imagine that can happen in the world of medical imaging. The standard has a way of handling it. Okay, now people will come in and say, vendors will say, well, you have to have tag morphing, and so right away they want to violate the standard. In the same breath that they're telling you they're going to store your, as an imaging organization, they're going to store your data for the long term and it's going to be recoverable and all these wonderful things. And then they're going to say they're going to violate the only universally accepted standard for the long-term storage of data. So we just, we think that's preposterous, and we're not ashamed to say that. So, DICOM Part 10, media, physical media, and media format exchange. The DICOM standard pretty much does everything you need to do as far as the long-term storage of medical imaging data. So what do we do? First and foremost, what do we at Deepwell believe you have to do to truly call yourself a PACS neutral archive or a vendor neutral archive? Conform explicitly to the DICOM standard as written. Anything else is a violation of the only universally accepted standard for long-term DICOM image storage. It's just as simple as that. Now, one of the second things you have to ask yourself as an end user imaging organization is this solution integrated? At Deepwell, we don't purport to be the only VNA solution on the planet, but our way of integrating with the PACS and the primary storage is DICOM storage commitment. Okay. So as we're acquiring images real time on our EDS here, we're writing them out, creating multiple copies in multiple deep archive data centers. As soon as we get the acknowledgement that operation has been successfully completed, we notify the PACS through DICOM storage commitment. So look for a level of integration. If you don't, you're making a huge mistake. Secondly, we deviate from the technology piece for a minute, and we talk about the contract. Okay, what does your contract look like? Read the fine print. Okay. Folks, you'll have a contract and an SLA. In the case of hosted storage, you'll always have an SLA. Always going to be a contract, whether you own the storage, whether your PACS vendor provides it, whatever the case may be, you'll have a contract. Read the fine print. It should be simple and bidirectional terms, termination clauses, data retrieval clauses, especially in the case of cloud-based or hosted storage, and frankly, try it and buy it. If you don't like the solution, you should be able to kick it out, return it, do whatever you want. You're the consumer. You have rights. So, and lastly, is the solution affordable? Okay, what options do you have as an end user? Well, you can go this route. Okay, disk archive. What do? Your environment grows. Your storage continues to grow. Pretty soon this little bit of storage becomes this, and this storage, as you continue to add images, this grows, and what grows right along with it? Well, of course, your costs grow. So, we believe that a very cost-effective solution is a cloud-based vendor-neutral archive. But again, are you integrated? Is the solution a true VNA or PNA? And is it affordable for the long term? So just some things to look out for. Very simple, whether you're a consumer buying an automobile or a hamburger or whatever the case may be, a pair of shoes. You have rights. Use those rights as a consumer, and you'll be better off in the long run. Hope you enjoyed today's short video. We look forward to seeing you on the next presentation as well. Thanks for your interest in Deepwell.